Day program. His Grace Amarendra Prabhu personality, and on YouTube you will be first here. Amarendra Prabhu especially requested me not to give action. However, it is my duty to glorify speaker. In the younger days, very in close contact with His Grace Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj. Speaker, he's an electrical engineer. He's an initiated disciple of Radha Govind Maharaj, and he is engaged in a lot of services in his Atlanta. And we are very fortunate that he was also a teacher in the Bhakti Vedanta course. And today we are going to hear from his nectarian katha on Vaisnavnam Yada Sambhuh. So I would like to now give this opportunity and also would like to extend this to Amarendra Prabhu. So the program out here will be closing here at 2 p.m. So we request, then we will continue the Srimad Bhagavatam in Al Satwa in Mahesh Advani Prabhu's house. And today we will have the class in Hindi and there will be a live translation in English. प्रभु नित्य श्री अद्वैत वै कवि गौर भक्त Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Ho. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Bo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Ananjana Shalakaya. Chakshur Shalakaya. Chakshurun Palitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale. Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Harine Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I would like to pay my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. I would like to offer my millions and millions of obeisances unto all the assembled Vaishnavas. This, okay, so this class will be in Hindi, and then let us all pray to the Lord that we will be engaged in Krishna's services. I would like to speak. If somebody does, if somebody does, somebody is ridiculing Lord Shiva, even after looking at Lord Shiva's, what can we speak about Lord Shiva's glories? Srimad Bhagavata, in the last, in the last description of Lord Shiva, and the description goes that how great is like singing the glorifications of Hara, we end up singing the glorifications of Hari. Hari is actually like Hara. So Hara, none other than the Lord Shiva himself, he worships the lotus feet of Hari. So this is very unique that we get to see. So how great would be Lord? How great will be Lord? She right. That's lotus feet. Lotus feet of yours. But then it is very impossible to get your mercy. But the dust which is attached to your lotus feet, that is even worshipped by Lord Shiva. So if Lord Shiva wants to take bath every day, he doesn't use the soap. What he uses is the dust from the lotus feet of Lord. Many people say that Lord Shiva, he uses the ash from the cemetery for applying it on your body. But this is a very external vision. Our Shambhu does not actually utilize the ash, but what he uses is the dust from the lotus feet of the Brajavasis. This is so if you go to Vrindavan, each and every direction, you can actually find Lord Shiva. If you go to Govardhan, Chakaleshwar Mahadev. If you come to Vrindavan, you come to Gopeshwar Mahadev. If you go to Radha-Kund, you will get Kundeshwar Mahadev. You will get you will hear Bankandeshwar, Asheshwar, and Nandishwar Mahadev. Even if you have to go to Jagannath Puri, you have to pass through Bhuvaneshwar, and then you have Bhuvaneshwar Mahadev. So Lord Shiva is actually present in each and every dham. Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati, Prabodhananda Saraswati, he mentions in a very beautiful verse that whom does Lord Shiva constantly meditate upon? He writes that Rasa, Radha, Rasa can actually sing the glories of your lotus feet. Be it Shiva, be it Shuka, be it Bhishma, be it Narada, all of these, they are always worshipping the Lord lotus feet. And they all keep worshipping about the lotus feet of the Lord. And that Lord whose feet feather is there on the crown goes down to Radharani and glories. He is actually worshipping and he's always singing glories of Lord Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna is bowing down his crown to Radharani. One should see outside Vrindavan. So even in Dwarka, as Dwarakadish, Lord Shyam Sundar, who takes the form of Dwarakadish, he is not the controller in Vrindavan, because the real controller of Vrindavan is Srimati Radharani. So in my Vrindavan, there is no king, there's only queen. In fact, in Dwarka you have a king, but in Vrindavan, he is the Akhila Rasamrita Murti. He is acting as if he's a servant, and he's a servant and servant of the devotees, and he's acting as if he's one of the most favorite of the devotees. But in Vrindavan, that supreme personality of Godhead forgets that he is the Lord, and he does a simple savory worship of Srimati Radharani. So, so Shivji is also Shiva. Lord Shiva is also a great devotee of Lord of Srimati Radhika. So my house deities, they're called as Bhanu Nandini. So when my Guru Maharaj gave the name Bhanu Nandini as a name, and we were thinking, because when we took the deities to the Gurudev, so we were thinking that he will give the names like Radha Gopinath, Radha Sham Sundar, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Damodar. He will christen the name in such a way. Then he gave the name Bhanu Nandini Sri Krishna. So we were thinking, how will we sing? How will we sing his glories? Because we can sing very easily, Radha Gopinath Radhe. So we are also singing, but we were thinking, how will we even sing Bhanu Nandini? So we were thinking, how will we actually sing Bhanu Nandini? Then it came to me. Then in Stavaraja Stotra, Lord Shiva has sung, and one who has compiled this. Before that, in the first shloka itself, Munindra Banda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harini Prasanna Vaktra Pankaje Nikunja Bhuka Vilasini Brajendra Bhanu Nandini Vajetun Sunu Sangate Tata Karishya Simang Kripa Katakshapagamam. This this is actually written by Lord Shiva. So Guru Maharaj, when he gave this name to my deities as Bhanu Nandini, so this felt as if the name was given by Lord Shiva himself, because this is the glory of Lord Shiva. Then I had a thought that in one shloka I could find this name Bhanu Nandini. Is there any other place? Then the Lord Shiva again paid his blessings. Even in the last, even in the last verse of the Stava Sutra, there is a mention of this beautiful deity's name as Bhanu Nandini. So many innumerable glories about Radharani. In one place, hey Radharani, he addresses, he addresses the lake. Lord Shyam, he was singing about the glories of Radhika, and he started saying, Krishna started saying that your face is just like the moon. Glorifying me, or are you sarcastically mentioning, or are you putting me down? Actually mention the name as Chandramukhi, Chandranana. I should actually glorify her to Mother Moon. Lord Lord Chandradev or the moon is only beautiful in the night, not in the day. So Radhika asked, are you telling me that my beauty is only illuminated during the night and it is not beautiful during the day? Krishna said, I didn't even think like that, Srimati Radhika. So I was actually thinking that your lotus face is beautiful, but again, my glorification has fallen false because because moon has got its own blemishes. The moon will wax and wane, and there is sometimes the waxes and wanes at different places. So Radhika asked, so does that mean that my beauty increases and decreases at times? Krishna said, oh, I'm sorry, Radhika, I did not even think about that. I actually glorified you. So Radhika said, even that is wrong because moon is one. Moon is one who has black spots on it. So do you mean to say that Radhika's lotus face has black spots? And Krishna said, oh, I did not think. No, 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 I didn't mean that. So I can't even compare you to the moon. Hey, Vrindavaneshwari, oh Queen of Radhika, oh Queen of Vrindavan. I never meant like that. Radhika said, even that is wrong. Even if you are trying to glorify me, even that glorification should be actually correct. There should be a simile which should be used in a proper sense. Nobody can say your gait, your walking is just like a crow. Nobody will say that your voice is as sweet as a crow's voice. You cannot make comparisons like that. Krishna said that I looked at from the beauty aspect of it and I compared you to the moon because we are actually describing you from a beauty. So Radharani said, no, no, you are actually very attached to Chandravali, the rival faction of the gopis. This is why you are actually seeing Chandravali in me. And Krishna folded his hands and he said, no, 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 I am not actually thinking like that. Because Radhika said, when Samudra Manthan happened, the churning of the ocean, milk ocean happened, poison came. And then from there, even Amrita came, the nectar came. So Vrishabhanu and Kirtida are both are like nectarian oceans, and you have come from them, so you are like the nectar. But Radharani said, even this comparison is wrong, Krishna, because I have a brother whose name is Sri Dama. If my mother and father, Kirtida and Vrishabhanu, are actually the nectarian ocean, then before the moon arose or before the nectar came, first came the poison. Does that mean Sri Dama is the poison? So Krishna started holding his ears and said, Radhika, you are expert in talking. And the most beautiful thing is this conversation between Srimati Radhika and Krishna is being heard by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva started writing down the beauty of Radhika. Listening to the conversation between both of you, Lord Shiva is writing that she cannot be compared with the moon. So the one who is most mature and one who is fully realized, he wrote that Sharadenu Mandale, O Radhika, that your face is so beautiful that even if it is compared to a full Purnima, full beautiful moon, even that is not correct. Even that cannot be highlighted. We cannot. I beg for your pardon. I cannot really compare your face with Lord Srimati Radharani's face. Because when Krishna said, Radharani, face the moon, she started arguing with him. So Lord Shiva, he mentioned it in this way. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that of all the worshipable rivers, it is Ganga to be worshipped. And of all the lords, Achyuta has to be worshipped. Of all the literatures, Bhagavatam is to be worshipped. And of all the devotees, the number one devotee is Lord Shiva. When Shiva himself wanted to become gopis, and he Lalita and Brinda, they said, Srimati Radharani. So there is a lake called as of Srimati Radhika. So if you want to serve, you should take a dip in Mansarovar. So the Lord, he goes in and takes a dip. He goes in as Shiva, and then he comes back as Gopeshwar Mahadev, as a gopi. In between all of this, the Ramayana time started. And at this point of time, Ramcharitmanas was being written by Tulsidas. And Tulsidas even mentions about Lord Shiva in his narration. This is a very beautiful narration that he gives. He, even while dying, even while he was lying down in the bed of arrows, Bhishma is glorifying Lord Shiva. So when Parvati asked this question, Keno Payena Laguna Vishnu says, Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame 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 Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varaname. He says that, oh Parvati, if Damodar Desh devotees are finding it difficult to narrate thousand different names of Lord Vishnu, then Lord Shiva is mentioning, is giving an easy shortcut. And if Damodar Desh devotees are finding it difficult to narrate these thousand names, then I would just say, tell them to speak Sri Rama Rama Rameti. Just by the pronunciation of Lord Ram, it will be all successful, that it is equivalent to the thousand names of Lord Vishnu. Tulsi there mentioned in the Ramayana that a Ramayana with 100 crore shlokas was received by Lord Shiva. So at that time, Vaishnava, Lord Shiva was very happy to saw that there was 100 crores of shlokas being offered as Ramayana. But at this time, the Lord Shiva gave 3 crores of shlokas to the demigods. 33 crores of shlokas he gave to the earth, and 33 crore shlokas he gave to the nether region. So 99 crore shlokas are gone. So Parvati said that, okay, I think you have 1 crore shlokas. Are you going to give it away? Lord Shiva said, no, 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 I will not give. So it does happen. It does happen that whenever somebody comes to ask for donation, we say that we will give donation. But then the wife says that we don't have anything. Are you sure you want to give a donation? So similarly, Parvati asked this question that you gave different crores of shlokas of Ramayana to different people. Will you keep 1 crore of shlokas for yourself? You better keep these 1 crore of shlokas with yourself. And you should take protection of it because these are very valuable. So Lord Shiva is thinking at this point of time, what will we do by keeping 1 crore shlokas with it? The whole world is actually dying without bhakti. So again, he started distributing out of that 1 crore, 33 lakhs to the demigods, 33 lakhs to the earth, 33 lakhs shlokas to the other regions. Then he said, okay, now you are left 1 lakh. Please keep these 1 lakh shlokas. Lord Shiva said, let me think. And then he again gave 33,000 of shlokas. That is earth, and 33,000. He had only 1,000 shlokas with him. From crores, 1,000 shlokas. And then Parvati, Srimad Bhagavatam, read 18,000 verses. But so at that point of time, Shiva said, whom will I tell Ram Katha to? What will I do? Keeping 1,000 shlokas, what will I do? So he gave 333 shlokas to the demigods, 333 to earth, 333 to the nether region. So finally, he had only one shloka with him at the end of Ramayana. Parvati said, "Now, Shambhu, please, now you have to promise on my name. Now you will not give this in charity." And Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva said, "There is only one shloka. What can I give? What can I give?" Then Lord Shiva thought that this is the shloka of Anushtup Chanda. And in every chanda, there are eight words. So 8 into 4 becomes 32. So this is a shloka of 32 different letters. So Shambhu thought that what can I do keeping 32 different letters? Again, he gave 10 words, letters to the other regions. So finally, Parvati said that whole 100 crores of shlokas you have left, and now you have only two letters with you. What are those two letters? He said the letters are Ra and Ma, Rama. Because in these holy names of Lord Ram, you have everything is inside it. Even the seva, even the roop, even the leela, all the past, all the pleasure, all was very Lord Ram. And Jeev is Devi Jayate. So somebody was saying that forget it is most important. Ikatara. So Lord Shiva is saying that talks about the word to utter the word or any other word which starts with. So just by hearing this word starts with a. So there is a very sweet dish which is getting taste, and he wants to say Ra, then it becomes somebody saying something else. But if he just uses the word Ra and something he related to Ram, but the that after he speaks the letter, definitely he my actions increase. So this is where name of Lord Rama. Parvati said, "If Lord Ram." So she also became. So Lord started thinking every day she's every day chanting the name of, what can I me give half my body as a gift to our Ishwar. So body to, and he declared, chant, whoever chants the name of Lord Ram with him, my body is dedicated to such a devotion. We chant Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So much Sanatan Goswami used to chant unlimited amount of time. These holy used to come down from Kaila to come near the Bhajan Kutir of Sanatan Goswami. To go around Sanatan name. One who dies, he actually gets liberation. Why? It is mentioned that if somebody leaves his body in Kashi, so Lord Shiva, what he does is, if a dead body is actually lying on the pyre, then Lord Shiva will come and whisper the name of Lord Ram in the ears of those dead bodies so that he gets liberation. So what to speak of Sanatan Goswami? He is constantly 24/7 chanting the holy names of the Lord. So how can Lord Shiva leave the association of Sanatan Goswami? Sanatan Goswami, and even every day, he used to get up early in the morning and he used to be in Madan Mohan temple. He used to go to the Madan Mohan temple. And if you have been to Vrindavan, you would know that it is next to the Yamuna river. You will have to climb a small hill, and there, Madan Mohan, there is a Dwadashaditya Tila next to him. Next to that small hill is where Sanatan Goswami used to sit and he used to chant. But every day he used to get down from the hill, he used to walk the parikrama path, and he'll go up to Gopeshwar Mahadev's temple. For an old man to walk such a long distance, it is very difficult. But Sanatan Goswami used to do that every single day, even at his old age. One time, Gopeshwar Mahadev paid his darshan in the dream, and and this is Lord Shiva saying to Sanatan Goswami, and he says, "Oh Sanatan, every day you get up in the morning and you walk and come over to me. I get very pleased looking at it. But let's look at your health. But looking at your health, I feel very aggrieved. Why don't you are me and remember me and I will give you darshan?" And Sanatan Goswami then talks to Lord Shiva and says that, please stay away from this matter. Don't come in between me and Gopeshwar Mahadev's bhakti. Lord Shiva is saying, I am Gopeshwar Mahadev, but he says, don't come in. Just like how Haridas Thakur was instructed by Gauranga Mahaprabhu that please reduce your rounds. You have become too old. Haridas Thakur said, I am ready to live my life, but I will not leave my rounds. Sanatan Goswami said, don't come in between. The Lord Shiva said, you are not ready to accept my proposal. So let me only do something. The next day, Sanatan Goswami started walking towards Gopeshwar Mahadev. Gopeshwar Mahadev took the Trishul and started walking towards Sanatan Goswami. So then the Lord started speaking. And the Lord said, Sanatan, look at here, look here. And there was a Shivling. And he said, who is this? Goswami was perplexed. How did Lord Shiva come here? And I'm actually Gopeshwar Mahadev. So halfway you walked, halfway I walked. Will stay. But then you were so resolute that you will walk. So hence I also walked. Loi Bazaar, it is right at the both the temples, and even temple of Bankandeshwar Mahadev is still in Loi Bazaar. This is Lord Shiva, one who is so supposed to know this. Brajvasi is very famous, and it's very famous. One of the meanings is that when the Giriraj pastime was happening, all the clouds were pouring down with rain, and for 7 days, but we are feeling cold. Feeling very cold. Heater here in the socks. So he said that, "Oh Sudarshan, please come here." And he said, "Oh Sudarshan, you have protected even Ambarisha. So why wouldn't you actually protect me?" And Sudarshan actually did the parikrama of Giriraj again and again and again. And while Sudarshan was making its rounds, he evaporated all the water and they were feeling the heat and everybody felt very nice. And he said, "Sudarshan, you now please go back." Sudarshan said, "Why are you punishing me? Are you donating some money to me or are you punishing me? You called me for service. You called me to Vrindavan and then you told me to go to back to Vaikunta. This is the chance I was waiting for." That is Jag se preeti hatai, Radha sukh naam pradai. Lord Sudarshan, he said that now I come entered Braj, I don't want to go back to Vaikunta. And even today, that waters which were evaporated by Sudarshan Chakra, that Tirtha is called as Chakra Tirth. And because Lord Shiva is eternally residing there, he is called as Chakleshwar Mahadev. So even if you go to him, he is called as Chakleshwar. And sometimes when you go in Vrindavan, they will not even call his name as Chakleshwar Mahadev. They'll just say, "Where is Baba? Where is Baba's darshan? Where is Baba's darshan?" Vrindavan has so many Babas, but they are mentioning about Lord Shiva. So many devotees say that in the Giriraj time, he did not call Sudarshan Chakra. He just remembered about Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, I don't use some. And then Lord Shiva, no scriptural reference to this. There's a Brajwas order. So Lord Shiva, he, oh, he, through his Krishna in didn't evaporate all the water. And Lord Shiva is so great. But he actually renders to Lord Hari. So every person is the person, but we should be asking the leelas of Lord. He came as Hanu. We're not talking about the most tail. Fire even little bit of, and if we the Aarti fire which is offered to us, we get not even able to catch a small lamb. We are not even able to endure the heat of a small lamb. What to speak of a Hanuman? His whole tail was caught on fire. And in that fire, instead of engulfing it or dousing the fire, he was thinking, how can I, even with my tail on fire, how can I actually serve Lord Ram? If our cloth it catches on fire, then we immediately start to douse it. Because from fire to protect ourselves becomes the most important activity. Because once the cloth catches fire, the body will catch fire. But then leave the cloth, but then one will be attached to the body. But Hanuman is neither attached to his clothing, neither attached to his body. He is only attached to the service of the Lord. And with that, he actually burnt the whole Lanka as a service that other monkeys were not able to do it with their two hands. Hanuman did it with his tail. Tail. But just to Vaishnava, then our wonderful bhakti like Lanka will be completely engulfed in. Nobody will, nobody ridicules a devote. So if anybody ridicules a Vaishnava in their back to Hanuman tail, similarly our bhakti like Lanka engulfed in fire. We cannot even chant 16 in the 14th round, 11 we are done. So the clock ticks at 11:30 p.m. and we have 4 rounds left, of which finishes fast or the clock rings faster. We keep the thing bag aside and say we will see tomorrow. But Hanuman is not like that. He was told to get a small herb and he bought the whole mountain. So 16 rounds are just like a herb, like Yatha Shakti, how much ever rounds you can do. He is embraced. And when he says, he says, oh Lord Rama, that I have not done anything for you. Neither I am a caste of a Brahmana. In fact, Lord Shiva is saying to Lord Rama, in past life, now wow, I don't have even the capability to talk na Buddha. And even thoughts and my thought words are not proper. Na Akriti. Even my form is not attractive for you to look at. I don't even have a dwelling, a palace, or a place to stay. Hence, I cannot serve you like Shabri. But Lord Ram, you are so great that you actually did not consider me even as a servant. You considered me as an equal and embraced me. So you are such a great personality. So when Lord Shiva is so glorifying in glorifying Lord Ram in this way, then Ram feels that to reciprocate, he should also worship Lord Shiva. That is why he does that in Rameshwaram. And he mentions Lord Rama, he mentions. So Ram is actually glorifying Lord Shiva. Now you tell me, when Lord Ram is worshipping Lord Shiva, so now it comes to us. We feel that Lord Ram is smaller than Lord Shiva. Rama worship Lord Shiva. So everybody started saying it is Rameshwar. That means the Lord of Rama is Ishvara, that is Shiva. But the demigods are saying, the demigods say, no, no, this is not the meaning. Both have got equal meanings. The demigods said that Ram Ishwar, the supreme controller, the supreme Ishvara is Lord Rama. So then when Lord Shiva heard both these meanings, he broke open from the linga and he came and he said, this is not the meaning. He said the real meaning of Rameshwar is that Lord who is the Lord of Lord Shiva, whose name is Lord Rama. Shivasta Shivash. It's also mentioned the second offense of the holy name, Diya Bhinnam Pasher. In Sanskrit, as per the joints of the Sanskrit, there are two words which are formed, Diya and Bhinnam. If you meet these two words, Diya and Bhinnam, it becomes Diya Bhinnam. But then if you meet the two words Diya and Abhinnam, that also becomes Diya Bhinnam. So you can either see it separately. So it's the offense if you see them separately or if you see them together, both are an offense. So what should we see? The real meaning is, as per Tattva, Shiva Tattva is actually Vishnu Tattva. There is no difference. So the Lord Gunavatar and Amsha Avatar is Lord Shiva. If we talk about Sadashiv or Gopeshwar Mahadev, when Krishna plays in the Vamshivata, and then there is a partial expansion which comes from Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna is Sadashiva. He is non-different, but from a perspective of creation, he comes as Lord Shiva, and from the viewpoint of creation and destruction, so he is Vishnu. If you say that he is Vishnu Tattva, then it is wrong. So because when he comes to this world, he comes as a devotee of the Lord. So when you see a devotee and a pure devotee, call a devotee as a pure devotee great? Is the Lord great? Great. So if you say that Lord Shiva is considered as Guru, then how much of a bhakti you have for Vishnu, you will have the same kind of bhakti to Lord Shiva. But if you say that a devotee is junior and the Lord is senior, even that is correct. But sometimes the Lord comes down and he actually puts the position of devotee higher. Even that is also true. So the Lord is as he is doing a very loving service of Lord Ram. So just like Hanuman, he is actually doing this service, even having the heat on his tail, the fire on his tail. This is doing this service. In Godruma Dvipa in Mayapur, there is a temple called as Harihara Kshetra. There is a very and which happened in Satyuga. We will close our topic for today after this. So if we see the summary of today, we saw how Lord Shiva is in Radharani's devotion. And we saw how Lord Shiva is also the devotee of Krishna as Gopeshwar. He is also standing as a watchman, as a watch guard in Vrindavan, Govardhan, even in Rameshwar and even in Govardhan. And we also saw how he does Ram Bhakti and he also enables Ram Bhakti. We have not seen him in the Gaura Avatara, so we will have to see that as well. It's a it's the tale of the back. Before Mahaprabhu came, there was Advaita Acharya Mahasaya. So there was Advaita Acharya who was quite older than Mahaprabhu. The Prabhupada has written in the fourth canto Bhagavatam that Lord Shiva will come in Kali Yuga as Advaita Acharya. Where is the proof of this? So when Lord Shiva handled the poison and when he took and drank it, he was not able to see the destruction due to the Kolahala poison. So when Advaita Acharya saw that the impersonalism and absolutely atheism is like a poison which is spreading all over the world, then as Lord Shiva, Advaita Acharya asked for the advent of Mahaprabhu. By drinking the poison, the soul and the so by drinking the poison, our body is separated from the soul. But by engaging in the senses, our soul and the Paramatma both are separated. So atheism is more poisonous than uh, the very fact of. So please repeat after me. Ganga Jala, Tulasi Manjari, Anukshana. What is the meaning of this? Ganga Jal and Tulsi. If every somebody worships with Ganga Jal and Tulsi Jala, somebody worships what is and then himself will appear and Acharya offered this Tulsi and gained water and said, "We are appearing in this world," and Mahaprabhu himself came down. And Mahaprabhu came as in the form of Radha and Krishna. Just like Lord Shiva is very attracted, uh, was at Mahaprabhu and told Mahaprabhu, there is a temple known as Harihara Kshetra. In Satyuga, the demigods they they left heaven and they came to Godrum Reef by the banks of Ganges. So you might ask that why the demigods left heaven and came to Godrum Reef. Because it is said that Bhrigu Muni and Parashara, as per astrology, they read it, they read the astrology and they by the banks of these Ganges, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will appear. So the Satyuga, the demigods, they came to the banks of Ganges and they chanted about Krishna there. And Lord was there. So four-headed Brahma was there, Shiva was there, and six-headed Kartikeya. Everybody was saying the Lord's name. Shiva was shouting, Gauranga, 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 Gaur, Gauranga, Gauranga, shouting Gauranga. So Raj. And he's a Sundar Bala, he greatest dancer. And looking at the fearsome Parvati became very afraid. And she ecstasy wife and Vishnu came from Vaikuntha and Vishnu. So by the banks of Ganges, they came down and they all chanted the holy name of the Lord. And they chanted Gauranga, Gauranga. So Lord Vishnu, they united together and they started chanting Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Hari Hara Kshetra. So in this way, they both embraced into each other. And this was in the way they became Hari Hara Kshetra. Hari and he's half Hara. So now we should say Harbol or Haribol. You know, in one, there is a white-bodied Shiva, and there is he has Vishnu and Lord Shiva together. In one hand, he is worshipped by Lakshmi. In one side, is worshipped by Parvati. And there are four bodies of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. The is bigger. Acharya brought Gauranga Maha. It ended that both are chanting Gauranga's name. But even if and is known as Mahavaranasi, because Lord Shiva left Varanasi and he came to Haripura and then he would like to participate in Sanga Mahaprabhu. So those who go to now, they go and listen to Harihara Kshetra. By the devotee, so we will sing We'll sing the sloka Vrindavana Vanipate Soma Soma. This is written by Vandana Debya Gopeshwar Vraja Vilasi. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, "O Bhuteshwar, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna." Thank you very much. I think